This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
This is a 6 p.m. Barbados Today update for Tuesday, April 15, 2014. I'm Kmar Jordan. Good evening. Efforts are continuing at this hour at the Labor Department to bring an end to the ongoing sugar strike. Our Emmanuel Joseph continues to track the story.
Talks are continuing this afternoon at the Labor Department in an effort to end the Port Vale Sugar Factory strike, now into its sixth day today. Minister of Labour, Dr. Vybz Kartel, reportedly met at around 2:30 p.m. separately with a delegation from the Barbados Agricultural Management Company for about an hour. Dr. Kartel met immediately afterwards with a team from the Barbados Workers' Union. Sources told the Barbados Today that the meeting with the union sought to thrash out the new proposals put forward by the BAMC. That meeting lasted for about 55 minutes. Minister Kartel is now meeting separately again with the BAMC delegation. From the Labour Department, Emmanuel Joseph for Barbados Today.
Thanks, Emmanuel. Well, the Barbados Union of Teachers is keeping an eye on the government's retrenchment exercise and is sounding an early warning that it will not stand idly by and allow its members to be disadvantaged. BUT President Pedro Shepherd says while teachers have already received assurances that they will not be placed on the breadline in this round of layoffs, they're not taking anything for granted. As he addressed the opening of the BUT's 40th annual meeting last evening, Shepherd reported that teachers are disillusioned and they're anxiously awaiting security of tenure and better conditions of service. He urged the authorities to tread cautiously before taking any decision to cut jobs in the teaching service.
Retrenchment becomes necessary, but not before you sit down with the BUT and have serious and meaningful discussions on a process before arriving at your decisions. Rationalize where necessary, but do it in a rational way. Let there be consultation and consensus.
Almost 2 weeks after Jamaican Sharice White was shot dead at her Vybz Lane apartment in Barbados, her body is yet to return home to Jamaica. Her mother, Maureen Johnson, told the Jamaica Observer newspaper she cannot afford the estimated $1 million Jamaican dollars it will take to bring her daughter home for a proper burial. Johnson says her appeal to the Jamaican Ministry of Foreign Affairs for assistance has been rejected and she has nowhere to turn. White was the mother of 2 young children, one 2 years old and the other 4. Police have charged 37-year-old Junior Wilmot with her murder. Jubilation at the home of a St. Michael family today. Rose Adeline Wiltshire of number 6 Westridge, St. Michael, joined the growing number of centenarians today. Surrounded by family and friends, Wiltshire, the mother of 9 and the oldest graduate of Queen's College alive, received the customary visit from the Governor-General, Sir Elliot Belgrave. 2 of her children, Dr. Rosina Wiltshire and Dr. Winthrop Wiltshire, credited their mother with their success.
My mother was the driving force behind the inspiration to learn and to do. She used to say the sky is the limit. There is nothing you cannot do. And that is a lesson that I learned well and I have taught to my own daughter and my nieces and nephews and all the children who have been in my care.
And a very positive attitude. She used to say, for instance, there is no such word in the English dictionary as can't.
Yes.
You know, yeah. So you can do. That was the message that we got.
In other news, this Tuesday, fresh turbulence at regional airline Liat. The company has suspended its Director of Flight Operations, Captain George Atherton, effective yesterday. This follows an incident on Saturday, November 2, 2013, in which one of Liat's captains, Barbadian Neil Cave, refused to operate an aircraft and was subsequently suspended. The Eastern Caribbean Civil Aviation Authority later probed the incident and found that the airline was in violation of certain regulations. The authority also fined the company for breaching the regulations and for making 2 attempts to put the said aircraft into commercial operation. Since then, the Airlines Pilots Association, the ALPA, has called for the airline's management to be sacked. When contacted today, LEAC's corporate communications spokesman, Desmond Brown, said it was an internal matter and not for public discussion.
There's regional and international news after this short break.
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.
To developments in the region, from his jail cell, convicted murderer, Jamaican entertainer Vybz Kartel distances himself from death threats made against journalists reporting on his case. In a news release bearing his signature, Kartel appealed to those he called misguided individuals who think it is appropriate to seek to threaten and intimidate anyone to stop it. Kartel said such action is not helping him or his co-accused for that matter. He suggested it's playing into the hands of police and others who are seeking to discredit him and prejudice the fair hearing of his appeal. To international news, suspected Islamic extremists kidnapped about 100 female students from a school in northeast Nigeria before dawn this morning. A security official said the gunman killed a soldier and a police officer guarding the school before making off with the students. A local government official said some of the teens managed to escape from the back of an open truck as it was traveling. Islamic extremists have been abducting girls to use as cooks and sex slaves. Insurgents from the Boko Haram terror network are blamed for the attacks. The group is also blamed for yesterday's explosion at a busy bus station in Nigeria's capital that killed at least 75 people and wounded 141. Well, that's been our 6 o'clock update. Join us again at 7 o'clock in the morning. Until then, you can log on to www.barbadostoday.bb. You can also subscribe to our e-paper, or better yet, like us on Facebook to get more news and sports. I'm Kmar Jordan. Have a great evening and be sure to join us first thing tomorrow morning.
This news update is brought to you by...
Hi, I'm Red Plastic Bag. Anyone who knows me knows I don't like cold. Sunshine reigns in my country. I love it.
Get your sun power.